Sami from Sami's Sweet Life, and today is December 4th, Vlogmas Day 4. I am totally out of breath, so I am going to be filming quite a few clips this morning. I've got some stuff to talk about, but mainly I was like hauling 2 loads of planners and all sorts of things up here, and then I realized I forgot pens for a pen test and also my Advent. So I had to go back down, and I was like most of the way down the flight of stairs when the vet called. Cloudlet has an appointment tomorrow. He turned 2 yesterday, so this is his yearly checkup. But I had to run all the way back up and get my phone and then continue back down afterwards to get the last of the things. So I went up and down the stairs a few times, which already like gets you winded. Like, you could be the most in shape person, but stairs are gonna wind you sometimes if you're doing enough of them. And not only that, I ended up having to run up the stairs one of the times. So it was just back and forth lots of times. I'm a little out of breath. I got my water up here, thankfully. So that's good at least. But I want to discuss some admin stuff, behind the scenes stuff. So I have been filming and editing the last 2 videos in real time, and that has absolutely kicked my butt. I have just so much kid-free time, and so I was working on filming, editing, and between things I'm like importing clips, I'm uploading things, and then I have to finalize videos. So there are some like time gaps. I was able to do other things in between those times, but it was really hard for me to do the entire process from start to finish, like in the same day. So both of my videos went up at 5, which is no big deal. Like, that's a fine time, but I felt the stress of like trying to get the videos up that day. I'm usually like a day or 2 or a couple days ahead. So like doing it the day of is really not working for me. I don't know, I feel that pressure. So what I'm gonna do is, like last Vlogmas, I'm gonna go 1 day ahead. So I'm gonna film 2 videos today, edit both of them tonight. So if this video itself, day 4, is going up late, it's because I batch edited 2. I also have quite a few errands to run today, so that's gonna take me out of being able to like edit and do my whole process. Also, Stella has dance today, so I don't have any like afternoon time. It's basically as soon as I pick up kids from school, it's dance, dinner, all the bedtime stuff, and then I'm editing at night. So I don't have that little buffer of, oh, I can do a little bit after school between activities and between dinner and stuff if the kids run off and play. That doesn't happen tonight. So this is the busy night. And so I'm just going to be building in, I do the filming during the day, but the bulk of the editing is gonna be at night, the night before, and then I can upload, like, you know, between playing my games and doing things, piddling around the house, I can upload and then finalize those videos to go schedule the next day. So it's just an admin thing on my back end where I'm gonna be just 1 day ahead. So today is my catch-up day. So if you're seeing this video super late, you know why. Like, I'm doing 2 videos that I edited again at night. So it's gonna be a little bit of a delay on this one, but hopefully I can get those other videos up. You know, mid-afternoon is kind of what I'm aiming for scheduling videos. I find that if I do them like first thing in the morning, they're like buried in people's feeds by the end of the evening. And a lot of people like me, like once the kids go to bed, that's my YouTube time. So any of the like later afternoon and evening posted videos are up at the top of my feed. So I like to have it the same way, to where like my videos go up mid-afternoon. I'm assuming a lot of you guys are moms like me, like watching these videos. So you can sneak away after bedtime and watch some videos. That's my chill time. As soon as the kids go to bed, I'm like, oh, I can relax. I don't have anything else that has to be done. And if I edit, you know, that's more of a fun thing for me, doing the editing at night. So all that to say, I'm going to be filming 2 videos today, and a couple of clips to get ahead on certain things. Like, there's certain things I want in Advent, and I'm going to go ahead and work on those today during my filming time. I like to be able to like batch things together. So like if I'm batch editing, I can import tons of footage at the same time, and there's one waiting period. Then I batch edit, so I'll finish editing one thing, export it from the editing program, and then as I get that one uploading on YouTube, I can start editing the next video. By the time I'm done editing that video, the first video is ready to be finalized and whatever, like adding time chapters and titles and thumbnails, all that stuff. So I have a process, and doing this, all of it in 1 day, is not the process, and it's definitely throwing me off. So like yesterday I had quite a few like chores and things to do around the house. I felt like all day I was busting my butt, like trying to get everything done. So I'm gonna ease up on myself, batch film, batch edit, that type of thing. So here we go, day 4. I have to pick out some Advent goodness, and then I'm going to show you guys a new to me planner. So that's gonna be my fun thing for today. Hopefully I can get this video edited relatively quickly. So we are going to day 4. Where is number 4? There it is. Took me a second to find. Ooh, and we have another one of the, like, it's not quite gray, but it's like a grayish looking brown potentially. So again, I don't think this one has any shimmer or anything. This one's called Sailing Stones. And I forgot to read the little thing yesterday, so I'll go back and read that. So this is for number 4. Sailing Stones is a color inspired by the phenom non. I could not figure out what this was, and when I went to edit, I realized what happened. Somebody changed the font somehow, and this was supposed to be on 2 lines, just kind of like hyphenated so it carries over to the second line. Well, somebody changed the sizing or whatever, and these are next to each other on the same line. It's supposed to be the word phenomenon. It's just not done right. Somebody changed the alignment or whatever, and it changed the spacing. So this should all be one word here, I think. Oh my gosh, I don't know that word. Non of sailing stones, rocks that seem to move on their own. Interesting. So let's go back to this one. This one was for Moonlit. What is it? Moonlit Veil. Moonlit Veil is a color inspired by the moment when the moonlight softly illuminates a dark night, which I love so far. That is my favorite of the 3 colors. I just love the Moonlit Veil. It is a lighter gray when you're starting to write, but it's so beautiful and dreamy. And even this morning, because I do have chores, I have a timer set. I've got to go run some errands. Even because of that, I probably won't go back and do the writing sample until tomorrow's video, which I'll still film today, but I haven't even done my journaling. I didn't come up here. I had a headache last night, just a plain old headache, not a migraine headache. So I was just not feeling any planner goodness. Usually I'll come up here and enjoy my journaling, but last night I was just like, oh, I just want to sit on the couch, do nothing, watch screens, basically just binge out on YouTube and then go to bed early. So that was my evening. So here we go, Sailing Stones. We'll go ahead and carry this over to the next page. Here we'll go, okay, there's washi tape. And then this is going to be number 4 right here. And I need my number 4 sticker. So let's go ahead and peel this off too. We'll see what's in the Advent. I have major trouble getting these. Come on, buddy. And it looks like this one's looking like a sticker book, which is nice. I love reusable sticker books. I started using them more. I've been getting Hubman and Chub Girl stuff for years now, and never really took advantage of the sticker books until recently. Now I'm like, okay, I love the sticker books. I can put lots of stickers I want with my planner. Oh, see, I'm trying to peel this off, and it started breaking the little bow piece, so I'm gonna leave that. I do have to add a little bit of sticky goo, sticky tape runner to the top part because it is completely covered in paper. And this also does not like sticking to that little like fuzzy sheet. See, it stuck to my finger, not the fuzzy sheet. Mostly, but it'll work. Okay, stick that down. Looks all sorts of shaggy, but it will work. All right, I won't even fill out my pens right now either. So sticker book, this has reusable paper, so you can just line up your stickers in here. And what I found, I really like doing this with all my little like activity and sticker sneezy chore type stickers. So I'll have like a row of coffees, a row of cocktails, a row of yarn for crochet stuff, and fill it out that way, and it's really nice. So that was a nice cute one. This is an A5 planner, and this one's a little bit skinnier than A5, so I wonder if it will go back in those accordion pockets in the back. A tight squeeze. Oh, look at that. It does. It works in the back cover. So if you are a bullet journaler, you use these dot grid notebooks regularly, you can totally have all your little sticker buddies back there in the little notebook. So that is a very nice gift. Now I gotta find my spot. Okay, page 4. We got Sailing Stones, and then also this page 4. So I'm gonna arrange these two so they're next to each other. And then I'm gonna pick one of my colors. DIY. Okay, this one is Wearingeul 1984. So this one does have some shimmer in it, and I tried to pick colors that were very Christmassy or Christmas adjacent. So this one looks like a reddish type of color, and it does have shimmer in there. So I need my pipettes, and we will get going. Forgot this. So I will be doing 2 swatches almost back to back today, and then I will just be a day ahead moving forward, so that'll be fun. All right, let's do Sailing Stones first. I was gonna start it down here. I just realized it's gonna go across the page, but it needs to go up on this page, so let's not mess that up. Oh yeah, such a pretty color. I can't wait to see what that one ends up looking like. Really pretty. Okay, there you go. Sailing Stones. I was such a sucker for most of the colors in this Advent. They were just plain old pretty colors. So there is that one. Then my DIY Advent, this one is called 1984 from Wearingeul. I do love Wearingeul. They do a lot of themed, like literature-based sets of inks, and I really like their formulations. I feel like I've never had a problem with any of their inks or their shimmers. This happens to be a shimmery ink. Happy to see what it looks like. That was a big sample. But yeah, it's more of a like a reddish pink deep color. My chair is squeaking all over the place. As soon as I like rotate it all to de-squeakify it, I got a little ink on me. That's not blood, it's ink. Like basically any time I move at all, this chair is gonna squeak. Alright, there's 1984. This sample's gonna be huge because I ended up with 2 drops on that. Very pretty. Give some more little ink to that. You guys can't see the ink right here swirling around, but it's pretty. Okay, inks. I'll fill my pens up and then write those. I like doing it at the end, like a speed up for you guys to see the dried samples and the writing sample at the same time. So I've been time stamping everything for you guys to be able to jump around. If you want to see the dried ink, you can jump to the dried ink section. So there is that. So 2 things to note. I left a little bit of a space so that I can include Cloudlet's birthday picture. So I started this thing when he was a teeny tiny baby that every month I took pictures holding him. Well, little did I know he was going to become absolutely massive. The breeder told me that his dad was 45 pounds, so he should be around 45, 50 pounds. Well, he's like 85 pounds. He went to the vet when he chewed up a toy. He was sick for a few days and had not drank water in like 24 hours, hadn't eaten in a couple of days, was like throwing up everything. So I ended up taking him to the vet, and at that vet appointment, he weighed 86 pounds. So I think he's a little bit more than that now. I had to lift him up so many times yesterday trying to get the picture because he was pouting. He was not having any of it. It was so funny. I put the outtakes as a story on my Instagram, so you can go check that out if you want to. But I'm going to include the picture here of him, like the first little monthly picture I got of him, plus the picture from his actual birthday. So I saved room to do little squares right there for that. Love this color. It is on the lighter side, but I think it's still dark enough. You could use it fine. I do notice that on this cream paper, it totally pulls purplish. So it looks just the lightest bit of purpley gray, and it does not look like that on the TRP at all whatsoever. It totally just gives me neutral gray vibes, but still like on the lighter side, but still I would consider that a color that I could use comfortably. Not too light. And today's video, we are going to be talking about a new, to me, planner, which I was super excited to see this one. I had mentioned it early on in Vlogmas that this was coming. It's an ERIN CONDREN planner from Amazon. It's an $18-something planner, so under 20 buck planner. Love the layout of this one. There were quite a few different covers and then also inside goodness. So I'm going to hop to the walkthrough I already filmed and then we will pen test this. This is an ERIN CONDREN planner that happened to be for sale on Amazon.com. So I saw somebody post about this cute little ERIN CONDREN planner and I was like, oh my gosh, I've not seen an O-wire type ERIN CONDREN. I went and looked on Amazon. They had quite a few different ones. They've got teacher planners, the vertical. They're all this size as far as I know, which is about an A5. You can see with the binding, it's a little bit wider, but like that's pretty spot on for an A5 size planner. And this was 18 something, which is amazing. It's a full year of pages, and I happen to get a design that I'm super excited about. So a couple of different things. Of course, it's on the O-wire. It won't be able to work with the interchangeable covers. So it's got the frosty cover with the card stocky type of weight paper. The patterns weren't super impressive, but what I found was impressive were the color scheme. Hello, these are the rainbow tabs I've always dreamed of on my regular old ERIN CONDREN colorful planner. I do not like the current colorful tabs. They've been the same colors forever. They look outdated to me. They don't look cohesive. These look awesome. Like, these look like a rainbow that I'd be super happy about. So love, love, love the tab colors. And not only that, they have different layouts, and this one happens to be what I wish the compact vertical layout was. Are you ready for it? Boom. No teeny tiny weekly calendar with an unlined square over here. I should pull out a compact vertical to show you guys. I don't have one up here. But usually this is a blank, like no lined box, and it has a mini calendar. Well, hello, this one gets rid of the mini calendar, which is amazing. And also it has this cool little section up at the top. So priorities, there's room for 5 different things, and then goal progress to make this week. So you can write in your goal stuff, your top 5 for the week, and then it has room for your everyday. So this paper is a whole lot thinner than the normal ERIN CONDREN paper. It is not nearly as toothy or anything. So it definitely is not the same old fancy ERIN CONDREN paper. I am getting a little bit of a sun glare. See if I can fix that. The lighting may stink in here. We're getting close to sundown time. I wanted to film this because it came and it's super cute, and I love the color scheme. I love this layout. We may have to do a pen test because this is definitely different paper. It is thinner paper. Still feels nice. Like, it doesn't feel like super duper cheap or anything, but an $18 year-long planner with a compact vertical layout that's even better than the regular compact vertical layout. I really hope they use this layout for compact vertical in the future. I have seen people complain that the weekends aren't together because usually Saturday is here and Sunday is here, and this is the notes section, where in this one the weekends are all together, which is so nice. I just love this is a useful space now versus like a weird off-kilter mini calendar annoying space that doesn't have any lines. This section is just so nice. So I saw somebody show this and I was like, what black magic is this? I must share this with my people. And here you go. I'm sharing it with you guys. So let's just walk through it a little bit. It is a 2025. So it starts in January 2025. You get your monthly calendar, same looking as before. You get this little like goal setting spread. It's got room for intentions, important top to-dos, goal setting stuff. So your goal, progress to make this month, action steps, goal, progress to make, action steps. And then you move into your actual information. Each month is designated with a color, like January is this tab color, December is the lighter purple, and so the December in here is also the lighter purple. So they keep that monthly color throughout. So when you're going to a different month, if you have 2 months together, you can see like it ends here, it's a different pink for February. So those months change like that. And you'll get the 2 tones on those switch weeks and full color on the weeks that are covering just 1 month. So I love the setup of this. You move to your last week and you go straight to the monthly calendar on the tab. So I don't know that there's a whole lot about this. It's pretty simple. Got little paper fuzz on here, but there's the little dashboard style thing. This is a little bit coded, so I would say you need like a Sharpie marker or something to write on here. Your stickers are in the front, which is interesting. I feel like I would use them way more. I always forget the stickers are in the back, to be honest, so never flip back there. You get your title page, all the information about ERIN CONDREN, your yearly calendar, information on goal setting, and these are your heritage and awareness. Okay, so we're going all the way to the end. I showed you guys what the month looked like. So here is December near the end. You switch back into that January color for 2026. You get this yearly check-in page. Notice I've got more paper fuzz. Then the back page, the back cover, and you're done. So frosted O-wire style book, but this is so portable and compact. I love the color scheme. I love the compact vertical layout version in here, way better than the regular old compact vertical. It's just so much nicer. So for like, you know, under 20 bucks, full-on planner, it's a great, great option. Just totally budget friendly. Love the color schemes, love the layout of this. I'm sold. So I wanted to share this with you guys today. It's just such a cool little book, like A5 sized. I'm not a huge fan of O-wire, but I've never really had a problem. Like some people, you know, have problems with these all messing up and coming apart. You just close them back together. Like this one arrived with it like that. You just bend it back into place. It's not a deal breaker necessarily for me. I just don't prefer it because I do like the interchangeable covers a lot. So a wire, it's just not conducive for that. But otherwise, like a budget ERIN CONDREN planner, I'm stoked. So there you go. There's my look at the little Amazon offering from ERIN CONDREN. I had no idea this was even a thing. I probably saw this in some sort of message somewhere. But yeah, there you go. I'm super stoked about this one. All right, and for pen testing, I have all my fun pens here. We've got some fountain inks that we can test. I got my typical black ink. I said black pink. I think all those kind of pens are going to be fine. Just, you know, your typical black gel ink pens are fine. What else do I have in here? This paper does not seem as thick or toothy as the regular ERIN CONDREN paper, so I'm interested to see how it's going to do with some of these. I got another couple of mild liners in here too, in case we need like a lighter version. Got a lighter one there. So we'll see how this does. There's another dot pen. These are a lot of your typical pens. I don't have a Fudenosuke with me. I don't know why I don't have one in here, because I've been using these Tech brush pens. These are kind of like Fudenosuke dupes. They come in lots of different colors. I will link to my video on these where I swatched all 3 sets of these. I really like them, so I typically have those with me, not an actual Fudenosuke. So let's pen test this puppy. And there are no note pages in the back, so interesting. I'm gonna have to sacrifice a page. You know what? We're gonna sacrifice this. This is January 2026. I don't anticipate even using this planner this year, but even if I did, I wouldn't need necessarily this page because I'd be already moved into whatever new planner. So pen test. This is just actually an Wearingeul clear refill here. I feel like all those kind of pens will be fine. And then this is where like ultimate test, fountain ink. This one happens to be even darker than that one. I don't anticipate these holding up very well. They do great on EC paper, but I don't think this is gonna work as good. Okay, mild liner. For science, we do 2 strokes. Sometimes you overlap or whatever. This is a lighter colored mild liner, so if that one happens to bleed through, we can see how that one does. Dot pen, same test. 1, 2 dots, 3 dots. Don't anticipate ever putting 3 dots on anything, but you never know. And then this is the twin tone. And then that's just another mild liner. We don't need that. Here's a click art. And I am putting this to the test. I'm picking like not the lightest colors for some of these pens. You know, these are like marker style pens. They're nice and juicy. And putting it to a good test using like, you know, a medium to darker color. And this is ball. And also with these, I get a lot of skipping with these sometimes, which I don't appreciate. Here's another dot pen. So a little dot pen up here. This one's very juicy. I anticipate that one bled all the way through. And then we have brush pen. Okay, I don't have super duper high hopes for this, so let's check it out. Oh, wow, not too bad. So I do see some bleed through from the darker fountain ink there, like bleeding into the paper, but not all the way entirely through at the ends of some of those highlighters, the mild liners. So the brown at the ends, like, you know, the end pieces are going to be your juiciest points on the paper. And I can see some of those bleeding into the paper. The dot pens, I'm actually surprised they didn't bleed more the first time around, especially this green was so juicy. So you got quite a bit of bleed through. It might depend on which dot pen you're using, because I see the pink bled through way more on that first dot than the green did. And then, you know, second and third dot really bad on the pink. And second, not so bad on the green. And then third, it is bad on the green. There's a couple of dots of bleed through on, what is that? The click art, just like, you know, some dots. Brush pen and the, what's the other one? Oh no, the twin tone, the purple. The twin tone is the one that bled through a little bit. The click art was fine. The brush pen was fine. The lighter colored mild liner was fine. All the regular pen goodness there was good. The fountain ink was like a medium level fountain ink, and it did start bleeding through at those little dot points, but I am pretty impressed with that. I thought for sure I thought for sure like mild liner down was gonna have way more bleed through than that. So I'm pleasantly surprised. I picked not your absolute lightest colors anyway, so I'm happy with that. I am very impressed for a $20 budget planner. That's a great option. So I'm happy with the pen test, happy with the layout and offerings of this. I love the tab colors. This is what I want the rainbow to look like on the colorful. I'm just really impressed with this one. So hope you guys will check that out if you want a budget ERIN CONDREN, especially if you like the compact vertical layout. This is such an improvement on the regular compact vertical layout. It's like, why is this not the norm? Why is this the exception on the cheaper budget planner? Because this layout is perfection. I love stuff right here. I love not having that blank notes with the little monthly. I am totally team get rid of those monthlies on every single planner everywhere except like your year at a glance page. Does this one even have a year at a glance page? Like this. This is fine. Keep that in the planner, whatever. But don't put those on every single singing page. It just drives me up the wall, and I'm so glad they got rid of it in the Daily Duo. I've been in the Daily Duo now for 5.5 months, maybe a little bit earlier. I switched a little earlier, but it was so nice to not have that calendar on every stinking page. And I love the Daily Duo. It's one where I'm going to be switching from it to a different planner just to try out lots of different things. But I do love the Daily Duo. It's working so nice for me, and I probably will end up back into it. It is a very functional, great layout, and it makes a huge difference not having that calendar to have to cover up on every single page. Anyway, hope you like this look at the ERIN CONDREN. I'm gonna call it the budget planner, the budget Amazon pick. I'm glad that they did this. So hope you guys will check that out. I am gonna wrap up today's video. Thank you for joining me for another Vlogmas video. I will speed up the writing for these samples. I'll show you guys real quick what we're dealing with. Gorgeous brown. And then the red is just this deep, sparkly red. Yeah, totally Christmas vibes all around. So far, like this whole color palette is looking real good. So I will end up refilling my pen, but I'm gonna wrap it up for now. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe and follow me along. And I will catch you guys tomorrow for day 5. Have a great day, guys. Bye. Alrighty, these swatches have dried down. I am going to be doing 2 back-to-back, so I'm gonna go ahead and dip pen these and not actually fill up my pens yet. I will do that later in the day and start using the pens a little bit. And then we are on track for that, okay? So samples dried down, absolutely gorgeous. I feel like this red is even prettier here where you don't get as much sheening as you get on the TRP. Like in the darker samples, you get a lot of that like greenish looking sheen. You don't get any of that on this cream colored 115 GSM. You just get the beautiful like rose goldy, dark pink on the top there. And then the brown looks really good on both samples. It's got a little bit of like grayish tones in it, which are gorgeous. I think this is going to be more your like writing look in this lighter section, but it's fun to see the samples. So I am going to roll up the sleeve for this one. Do this one first. Since I'm a lefty, I'm going to go backwards. I think I've already done that other times, but just so you know, I'm a lefty and I go backwards. Just easier for me. I will save room here. I only have it on a dip pen right here, and then I can do a full sample. So I'll leave room underneath there for a fuller sample of that. That is such a pretty brown color. I love that.